Hi friends, it's Peggy Noe from prettypapercards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie. We have a fly in our room. My husband had the garage, the door to the garage, the door that's in the back there that you can see, he had that open for a while into my room, and she does not like flies. She wants to get that fly. So we might have a little issue going on here. Anyway, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna check to make sure it looks like we are live. It's good to see you. I see that somebody's already shared, so I really appreciate that. Thank you for sharing. And hello, Lori Mantovi. How are you doing today? Good to see you from over on YouTube. Thank you so much for popping on over there. Let me get my glasses on so I can see the names of people. How are you doing? And there is Hilda Mossy. Good to see you. So Ellie, if you just came on, Ellie is all jagged up because there's a fly in our room. My husband, that door that you see behind me over here, that, I guess I'm leaning the wrong way. That door back there, it goes into our garage, and and he had the door open for a while into my room. He was bringing in groceries. Hi, Carol Schaefer from Connecticut. And I think a fly got in. Well, she hates flies. So you can tell she's on the hunt for a fly. Roz, happy Wednesday. And who is that? Oh, Carla. Good to see you, Carla. Have I seen you here before? Cheryl McGowan, good to see you. Carla from Pennsylvania, welcome, welcome. How is the weather for you guys? Of course, I know it's hot everywhere. Does anybody have any storms from that Hurricane Beryl or something? I hope you don't, because I was down in Houston. They had their water shut off and their electricity. Polly Libby from North Carolina. Tina Lesson, hot and humid North Carolina. Yes, she has 3 bows today. I don't know if you can see them. She has like 3 ponies all attached. And of course I did that, and then the minute I did it, she went down on the ground and scruffed her head like that, so it got all messed up. But it really does keep her hair out of her face. Roz, you're about to have a nasty thunderstorm. So you're not so sure how long you'll be there. Okay, well, I hope it doesn't shut out your power or your internet, which I know. I hear ya. Our TV quit yesterday. That is a big deal for my husband. The TV died. Oh, there's Lori. Okay, hot and humid all week, yes. So the TV dying is a big issue. So he went out this morning and bought another one, but it won't be delivered until next week. So we have one from another room that we've pulled in there. Carla, you've been here before. Oh, okay, good. Well, good to see you again. And you're under a tornado watch. Be careful. Linda Leanhart from Pennsylvania, 90 degrees and hot and humid. You're under a thunderstorm watch too. Daily occurrence in the summer. It's going to be 90 in Illinois. Oh boy. Becky Schlossnagel, good to see you. So anyway, weather, broken TV, but we have another one that's replacing it until the new one is coming. So stuff going on, but we always can retreat into our card room, right? Or into wherever our place is, our desk, wherever we make cards, and we can enjoy making cards. She's looking for that fly. She's got her eyes peeled for that fly. I hope he went into a different room. Okay, I hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. I mean, it's been a while already. It's already Wednesday, so we're kind of past that. And we can talk about what's new. Who is this? Another new person. Marsha Long, good to see you, and Renee Parisi. Roz, your main TV is acting up. Yeah, I hope it lasts. We've had ours for many years, like 10 years. So we were just waiting for it to go out. You know, we knew it would. But you never like to have to replace those things. Let me just switch her around over here. There she goes. Maybe she's looking a little more lively at you guys. So what's going on? What's new that you need to know about? All during July, I'm not going to stop saying it because it's really important. Bonus days. For every $50 order before tax and shipping, you get a $5 coupon that you can use in August. And it's very handy to have a little off, a little money off that you get to use as a coupon. Hi, Nancy Sue Valencia and Tracy. Good to see you guys. So don't forget to make sure to place an order in July so you get those coupons. And particularly if you're a demonstrator. Eleanor, good to see you. If you're a demonstrator, we're going to be able to pre-order. I'm just going to lean back against my chair here today and relax. If you're a demonstrator, we get to pre-order the holiday, I think all of the items in the holiday catalog in the month of August. So if you get some of those coupons in July, yes, she does have 3 bows. If you get those coupons in July, they will come in very handy for your pre-order in August if you're a demonstrator. And if you're not a demonstrator, I just want to say, why not? Because you don't have to do what I do at all. I have just so many hobby demonstrators, and we've got quite a few hobby demonstrators here with us today. Actually, I think I should start calling them smart demonstrators, because you get, right after you join, after you get your starter kit, you get 20% off everything you order. That is smart. And it can work up to 25. Yep, already collecting those coupons. So there's really no reason not to become a demonstrator. And I have a link up above for Facebook and down below for my YouTube people. If you're not a demonstrator, just join my team. You'll have a lot of fun. And if you join now, you'll be in until the first of the year with nothing in particular to do. I mean, you'll want to get as many products as you can at 20% off, but no requirements until January. So it's a great time to sign up and come on my team of sweet stampers. I would love it. Okay, enough about bonus days. Online exclusives. They are beautiful. And you know, I looked online and none of them are sold out, which I'm very thankful of. Especially the gorgeous, gorgeous green and gold. I'm looking to see the name of it. Season of Green and Gold Designer Series paper. So gorgeous. That mega sweet with 2 bundles and vellum, and there's just so much going on with that. That's so pretty. Definitely snag those while they're still available, because we just never know. And already one of the things I'm using today, I looked online before I started, and I think it's been very popular. I'll show you in a minute. And it's not in right now, but it's coming back. So that it's an annual catalog product, and you know that those always come back for a whole year until next May. So that's a really good thing. Okay, so online exclusives, amazing and perfect for July, Christmas in July. Then I have a new Faith Creations class for you guys. I'm going to put Ellie down so she can go hunt for the fly. Many of you have been asking me, when am I going to have another class and another Faith Creations class? So I created one for you. And this time we're going to use the You Are Beautiful stamp set. You can order it. You can pre-order it through me now by emailing me, and I'll send you a link. This stamp set is in the annual catalog. You can see my light there, that circle. It is such a beautiful stamp set, no dies, but for the Faith Creations classes, I like to use the scripture verses. And this has Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, trust in the Lord with all your heart. And that's such a beautiful verse. So I definitely wanted to use this stamp set. So we're going to use this stamp set. We're going to use deckled rectangle dies, which many of you already have. Linda has that. Okay. Linda Leonhardt, good. And I'm going to show you the sample cards. You're going to make 6 cards, and you're going to make one with this verse from the stamp. Okay, the other things it says are really great. Make today amazing, you are a shining light, and you are beautiful. And so you're going to use those other times. But for the Faith Creations classes, I always like to have scripture. So one scripture is from the stamp set. Here's another one. It's going to be about trusting in the Lord, because that's the theme verse, right? So here's one of the cards. I'm just going to show you for one quick second, okay? And here's another card. Isn't that pretty? And here's the one with the scripture verse from the stamp set. Aren't those gorgeous? I love them. And they're using the Unbounded Beauty Designer Series paper, so you'll get some of that. You'll get some gems. You're going to get, with your kit, you get the eyelet 3D embossing folder. It's going to be just a fabulous class. I'm really excited about it. I'd gotten this stamp set when the catalog first came out, and I've been waiting to use it. So if you've been waiting for one of my Faith Creations classes, just email me, Peggy@prettypapercards.com, and I'll get the link over to you. And if you're on my newsletter list, that's the best way to know, is to sign up for my newsletter, because like tonight, I'm going to send out my newsletter with all the links that you need, so you don't even need to email me. Judy Ernst, good to see you. Hot and steamy in Apex, North Carolina. Thank you, Roz. Oh, Becky, that's your favorite scripture verse. Well, it's a lot of people's favorite verse, and I think that's one of the reasons they made this stamp set. Now I'm thinking, yes, it's by $1 million sales award winner, and I don't know. I looked at when I first saw it in the catalog, and I don't know who the person is. But so one of our $1 million sales people wanted to have this stamp set, and I think that's pretty neat. Okay, and that's you can only pre-order through Sunday, so I'll talk about it again on Friday. But then after that, I close my pre-orders for my things pretty quick. Okay, now we're ready for our project. I just wanted to check on my list and make sure I made all the announcements. So let's turn you down, and I'll show you our card for today. So here is our fun card for today. Thank you, Linda. It is a beautiful stamp set. This is our card for today, and we're going to use a couple of different techniques. I'm going to show you how to paper an envelope flap. I'm sure some of you know how, but if you don't, we're going to do that. And we're going to use this beautiful new paper, which is in the catalog. And I wanted to show it to you. It's in the very beginning of the catalog. It's here on only page 29. Here it is, and it's called Frames and Flowers. And this is what I looked on the inventory list, and it's been so popular that it's not available right now, but they're going to get it back shortly. So it is so pretty, and I'm going to show you something fun about this paper. I just love it. So what you get is 3 sheets of, I've got an Ellie hair in my mouth, I think. 3 sheets of 6 sheets of patterned paper. And here are the different papers. I have mine cut down to 6 by 6, and also some little pieces. And they are absolutely gorgeous. Just look at these. I mean, I'm just showing you some bits just because that's what I have. And one of my favorite colors is Lost Lagoon. And this has a lot of Lost Lagoon in it. Isn't this just beautiful? So I think it's 3, I really thought it was 3 sheets, but anyway. And in addition to that, you get punch out pieces, and I've got mine all sorted. I have a friend who gave me all of hers. There are lots of punch out frames and so many fun things to use, and I'm going to show them to you. So here are some different frames. Here are some different wreaths, and all you do is punch them out. They're on sheets, and you just punch them out. Leaves. Look at all these different leaves. Here are like page corners. You can see that through the little plastic bags, right? I had to do something to keep them separated so I knew what I had of each. So I thought I'd just show you all the different little pieces, parts. They're not glued or sticky or anything like that. And so you've got the paper to use, and then you can add all these little bits to your sentiment or your card or whatever you're doing. And just look at how cute they are. I mean, I have to go a little faster. This one I like. This is like a little arch, an archway. Here's a corner. You could have it on like the lower corner and the upper right corner. Look at how pretty those leaves look. Little cute flowers. Here are semicircles. Here are frames. Look at those frames. Here are ovals and more leaves. Is that just amazing, all this stuff that you get? And I have probably double because of my friend that gave me a bunch of hers. And so this is a fabulous paper set, designer series paper set. It's called Frames and Flowers, and it'll be back shortly, and you can order it if you don't have it. If you got one of my paper shares, you do have it. And so what we're going to do today, you can see on my sample card here, what I did is I used one of those, okay? I used this one. Can you see how I just used that right on the card? And the colors are gorgeous. Now we could also use, if we wanted for our second one, for our next one, we could use the circle, kind of the wreath. But what I liked about this is that it's nice and large, and it takes up a lot of the card. So I do think we'll use this again. Uh-oh, I'm sorry if I'm frozen. I can see on my own computer that it's going fine. So you might want to reboot there, Eleanor. I don't know if she can hear me. Okay, so we're going to use the Frames and Flowers designer series paper, but what we're also going to use is something that I just got. And maybe some of you have this. Do you have the Friends for Life stamp set? I didn't get it in the beginning. You know, they say, was it on your A list when you first ordered? And it wasn't on my A list. I had other things I wanted first. Yes, try going out and back, right? But then I saw all these people using this set, and I really wanted it. So I just got it like 2 days ago, and I had to use it. And so here's the stamp set, and it has all these sentiments that work with the larger words. And the main large word that I love is the friend. And I'm going to show you that in the dies. So you can stamp it, but you can also, oh, well, I have it over here because I have it all ready to go. You can also cut it out with the die, and then this is, I don't know what you call these, but it's on your list, Tracy. Okay. I call it like a bubble because this is the bubble part. This is the petal pink that I have behind there that kind of holds the sentiment. So you get both of these dies. Let me put them back so I know where they are when we need to use them here in a second. And then we'll look at the other dies, which I haven't even used. Yes, I've seen people using this one. This is a really kind of swoopy heart, and it has this piece inside of it. It has 2 different leaves. It has little cute hearts that are attached together, 2 sets of those, one small and one large. And then this I'm kind of not sure of. It's like a swoop under something, I think. I need to see someone use that, or I need to play with it. But I just got all these, so I haven't really had a chance to play with them yet. So let me put these back in their little package so I don't lose them. So that's what we're using with that designer series paper. I'm going to use this stamp from the stamp set, the leaf stamp, and I'm going to use those 2 dies from the die set. So let's get started. Here's our stuff. And the prize today which you'll be able to win next Wednesday, is going to be today's card. Okay, so I know you'll like that. I like to tell you up front. Okay, I've got my card base, basic white card base, 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to score it here at 4 1/4. Okay, and then we're just going to burnish that with our, let me get my glasses on. We're going to burnish that with our bone folder so it lays nice and flat for us. Okay, and then I've already cut out this piece, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it. We are going to go ahead and stamp it. Before we do any die cutting, what we're going to do, I wanted to show you a way to make a background. Good, I'm glad it's fine now, Eleanor, good. I'm going to use Lost Lagoon ink, which I just got on my finger. And we're going to stamp off and stamp on this piece of petal pink cardstock, which is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And I've got a scrap piece of paper that I've been using, basic white. And what I'm going to do is get this full strength, stamp off, and then stamp right on my petal pink piece. Let me do that again. And we're just going to create the illusion of leaves back here, and all it does is create a really nice background that we already know is meant to go with the stamp set and with the dies. And sometimes I like to turn it a little upside down so they're not all going the same direction. Just remember to stamp off first, otherwise you'll have all these pretty light colored ones and then one dark one right in the middle, which I have done. I'm sure probably you guys have done it too. See, there's a little bit that didn't get stamped off, but that's okay. It gives a nice variation. And then you can always come in these little edges and add a little bit if you need to. I think that's pretty good. And it makes just a nice, Telgen, good to, Lisa, good to see you. Glad you made it. So that's our background sheet. And I think that is really, it makes a nice background. You can do this all the time for all kinds of cards. And just stamping off and stamping in the colors you're going to use makes a nice background. And that's what we're doing today. And then this just fits real nicely right on there. And we'll just move it to make sure it's pretty even. Okay. And now the next thing we have is this is a quick card. I'm telling you, it's really fast because we have these pieces, these great kind of punch out pieces from the Frames and Flowers Designer Series paper. So we're going to use that. And now we're going to do our die cutting. So I'm going to use my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And here we go. Let's get it going the right direction. And I have brand new plates to use with you guys today. I'm glad you're here, Lisa. Thank you. So I used them already just once, so you can see the word friend on there. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm going to do what I always say that I'm going to do, and I kind of forget. So if I do this wrong, you guys correct me. But we're going to use the adhesive sheets. And let me confirm they're called adhesive sheets. What are they called? Multi-purpose adhesive sheets. These are what mine look like. I don't know if they still look like this because I've had mine for quite a few years because I really don't use them that much. I tend more to use glue. And so what we do, if I'm correct, which I think I am, is we're going to peel this up here. So there's a little thing that says peel here. You peel it up, and what you see, let me just move this for 1 second. What you see here is there's no sticky on this part, but there's sticky there, and that's what we want on the bottom of our word friend. That way we don't have to use glue. We can just adhere it with the sticky stuff. It creates a sticker out of anything. So I think basically we can take that off. if I'm not mistaken. And then we put our piece right up next to the edge there and make sure it's completely covered by the sticky stuff. Okay. And then we're going to put our die on top. Maybe it should go this way because that word, the F, is a little bit larger. Okay. Now we're ready. Let me get my little Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in here. Whoops, that's my bottom plate. Okay, we're going to put that on there. And we're all ready. And we're just going to run that through. And it should come out die cut like a sticker. So we can stick it wherever we want to. Let's see if I'm right. Yep, it cut all the way through. And there's our die, and here's our word, friend, that we're just going to pull out. Punch out these little bits here. Punch out of there. There we go. And then on the back, we still have another little piece. And what we're going to do when we're ready to put it on, we peel that little piece off and it sticks. It's this stuff here. And we'll pull that off and it'll stick right to what we want it to stick to. Isn't that cool? Okay. I should just use it more. I should keep it right handy, but for some reason I don't. I love my multi-purpose glue so much. I'm just prone to use it more. Okay. Now we need to cut what I call the little balloon card that is going to go around the word friend. And this is what we're going to stick the word friend onto. The first one we cut, the sticky one. Okay, so let's cut this out. Yes, put the word prize if you want to win today's card. Okay, and I think that's all we need with our die cutting machine. Okay, and we'll punch this guy up. And here is our other part. Okay. Now let's put it together. And so what we're going to do, we'll take the sticker part off and we're just going to put it on like this. And I have to get this going. You have to get it started here somewhere. And yep, I just rubbed it and it started coming right off. Whoops. Let's pull this now. And there we go. The sticker starts to come off. And you want to be just real gentle so it doesn't pull your cardstock out of shape, because you want your word to stay in shape. Here we go. We're on the letter D. Okay, we've got that pulled off. And now we're just going to adhere this right on. I may not have a dot for an eye. I'll have to check that. Okay, once you get it started, it usually does pretty well. Whoops, I pulled it a little bit. But you just kind of push it into shape. Push it right on to where it sits on those little pieces. There we go. I know my hands are up there. You probably can't see it all that well. Whoops. See how it does pull out. You have to be careful. And let's see if we can get our D right in the center of where the D is supposed to go. And that should help the N. There we go. That's not too bad. Ah, we've got the little, we've just got a little, a little dot didn't come off there. I don't think. You know what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get a Lost Lagoon Stampin' Blend. And I'm going to use the pointed end and I'm going to put just a little dot right in there for that eye. There we go. That looks pretty good. Linda, yeah, give it a try. You're probably going to be better at it than I am. It's just, I don't know. I like my glue. What can I say? Okay, so this is how this is going to turn out, just like that. And poof, your card is made. So let's get these adhered to the front of our card. I'm going to adhere this with Stampin' Dimensionals to lift it up a little bit. Isn't this a beautiful label? I really, really like it. I'll put one dimensional in the center. if you have these and didn't know what to do with them, I'm hoping I'm helping you to know what to do with these pieces with these punched out pieces from this designer series paper. Okay, there we go. And then with the word friend, we can use little mini dimensionals, fit perfectly, and lift that up too. And that's what makes it look extra nice. Thank you for sharing, Becky. Good to see you. And so just wherever you can put a little dimensional, that's what I do. I don't really worry about it too much. There are little areas that just work, and it's gonna look great. So we'll just peel those little covers off. I think on the F, I didn't get it quite perfect. You can see it's a little off there. But don't tell anybody, okay? I don't want you to tell them. I don't think anybody will notice, but you know, when you're doing it yourself, you notice. Okay, so now we're gonna put our friend right on that little area. Isn't that just cute? Poof, you've made a card. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're going to stamp that leaf I mentioned to you that's in the stamp set with our Lost Lagoon ink on the inside of our card. Where is my leaf stamp? Yeah, it's the one we used for the background. Only this time I'm gonna use it full strength right over here. And then we're gonna do the same on the envelope, even though we're going to cover our envelope flap with a little bit of designer series paper, but I still like to have something stamped on the front. I don't think that mailman likes it too much, but I like it. Okay, now I wanted to show you also how to cover an envelope flap. Okay, and whoops, that's not wide enough. Okay, let's get a bigger piece. I thought I had a wide enough piece. So you're going to want a piece about this wide. Let's see. Yeah, this is what I kind of thought. This might be, I don't know. I think I'm using a little different envelope than the one I intended, but it's okay. And so we're just going to cut our designer series paper right here like that. Okay. And now we're ready. You open your envelope just like this, and we're going to add, you can use if you want to, whoops, this is something that you can use if you want to, this stamp and seal. My problem with this is San Diego is fairly dry, or has periods of getting very dry, and so I don't use this that much because it can lift up in my dry weather, okay? And so that's why I don't always use it, and I prefer glue. But if it works in your weather, definitely use it. So then we're going to go with a little line of glue, of our multi-purpose liquid glue. That's your cue to come out glue. Okay, come on. I don't want it to do a blob. Ooh, I hate that when it does a blob. I'm just pushing over to the side. It's what a time for it to be fussy. There we go. Okay, so we're hoping we're going to get a very thin line, and you want to come in about 1/4 of an inch. Yep, it's blobbing. Just 1/4 of an inch from the edge, because what's going to happen is when you lay that designer series paper down, that glue is going to squish out, and you don't want it to squish out from the edge. So we're hoping this is going to work. And then you just line the straight edge of your designer series paper up right next to that fold, just like that, not over it, but right up to it, and press, and just give it a few minutes to sit. And I like to fold it down to make sure I have it right in the right place. Okay, now what we do is we go back and trim with our paper snips. And what I do, you can see I did get a little You can see it bubbling there a little bit, but I don't think anybody can see it from the outside. And it'll dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in just a hair, not even an eighth of an inch, just the tiniest bit. I don't even try to get right up next to the edge of the envelope. I just cut off like the tiniest hair bit off the flap of the envelope. You see how that little edge, that little tiny little slim is coming off? And then I know that everything is equal on all sides. Okay, we're going to go down here. And poof! There's our envelope. Isn't that cute? And people like to get the envelope flat decorated. They really do. And it makes it, I think it makes such a nice combination. This is another one of the papers from the, I keep forgetting that name of that, Frames and Flowers. Oh, we better put some gems on there. Yes, glue definitely sticks. Oh, Marcia, I'm glad you received my card. Regular roll-on double stick doesn't work for me. Okay, yes, agreed. So these are the rainbow adhesive dots. And what I like about them for this instance is that they have Lost Lagoon right there. And I want to use some of, whoa, there's that little part. I want to use some of the Lost Lagoon dots. I've got stuff on my, that's what happens when you cut so close like that. Then you have to go back later and clean your scissors with a little alcohol. So I'm just going to put a few of these cute dots. I think they really add, the large dots really add to this, I think. I'm just going to put a few, just 3. You could put 5 if you wanted, or you could put the little ones. And just put them around. And there is your finished card. Isn't that just cute? I think anybody, any friend would be thrilled to get this card. And I know I would. I would even be thrilled to get it, and I even know all the pieces parts, you know, but it's so cute. And I'm telling you, this Frames and Flowers designer series paper is really handy, really gorgeous. I wish I could tell you it was currently in stock. I didn't know, or I wouldn't have used it today, but it's going to be back. So if you don't have it, put it on your list and watch for it. Mary Lou Valdez, good to see you. The stamp, we're using the Frames and Flowers. This is the Frames and Flowers designer series paper, Mary Lou, and it has all these, what do I do with all my little envelopes? Oh, I tucked them over here so that I wouldn't lose them. Just for those of you who might have come in late, this designer series paper has, I've put mine in little envelopes to keep it all separate, all these little punch out pieces that you could use. For example, you know, if we wanted to, we could add another little something up there, because these just punch right out from the paper, and it's, it actually looks pretty good, doesn't it? Anyway, this is our card for today, and I think I like it. I hope you like it. I didn't think I'd use this with you guys before, and I wanted to make sure that I showed it to you. Yes, the name on the dots, Marcia. This is this little plastic passport holder from Amazon. I have a link to it on my blog. And then I put a label so that I can tell you guys what the name is. I mean, I need to be able to let you know so that you could get them. You've never had a naked envelope. Yes, it looks so finished, Carla. I agree with you. Okay, I'm just going to come back now that we've made our card, and we'll award our prize from last week, which was a package of iridescent pearls. These are the pearls that I like so much, because if we did not have the color I wanted today, the Lost Lagoon adhesive dot, I would have colored some of these iridescent pearls. You can color them with your alcohol markers or Stampin' Blends, and have any color you want for your project. So that's why I love these guys, and I do tend to give them out frequently because I know they're so handy. So our winner is one of my YouTube gals, Cindy Howard. And Cindy, I do have your address, so I will get these out to you. And let me show them without, I know that my light is showing on there. Anyway, thank you, Cindy, for watching over on YouTube, and I'll send these to you. And then for next week, if you put prize today, what you'll win is, if you're chosen by the random number generator, you'll get today's card as your prize for next week. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I'm going to be back on Friday at 4 o'clock Pacific time, and we'll make a fun fold card because we usually do on Fun Fold Friday. So I look forward to seeing you then. Stay cool, stay in your air conditioner, drink lots of water. Love the black and white, love the sleeves. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, it's on my blog, and if you have any question, email me at Peggy at